Good day, here are the stories for the Manila Times for Tuesday, December 7, 2021. The Philippines continues to remain free of the Omicron variant of COVID-19, the Department of Health or DOH reported on Monday. Most of the cases sequenced yielded primarily the highly infectious Delta variant, the DOH said. Out of 629 samples, nearly 91% or 571 samples turned up the Delta variant, while one sample each had the Beta and Alpha variants. Of the 253 individuals who arrived in the Philippines from South Africa from November 15 to 29, before the African country was red-listed as high risk for COVID, 80 had been located. 4 of them, 3 foreigners and a Filipino, are in Negros Occidental. They have been retested and found negative of COVID-19. The remaining 76 are yet to be retested, the health department said. Only 8 out of the 253 other arrivals have not been located, while another batch of 165 arrivals from South Africa are being verified. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergire said that of the 80 who had been located, 71 are in facility quarantine, 4 are in home quarantine, and 5 have been discharged after completing the quarantine period. The samples of other individuals who arrived during the week of November 15 to 29 who tested positive for COVID-19 have been sent to the Philippine Genome Center, with the results expected today, December 7, or Wednesday, December 8. Vergire said that studies on transmittability of Omicron are still ongoing, so it is difficult to compare the variant with other variants of concern. Despite the looming threat of the Omicron variant of COVID-19, the Philippines is still one of the safest countries to visit, especially during the holiday season, Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship Jose Maria Joey Concepcion III said on Monday. With the daily case average among the lowest in the world, and most indicators showing that the Philippines is not likely to experience another surge in the cases this year, Concepcion believes the country is one of the most ideal places to spend the holidays, especially for Filipinos based abroad. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, should serve as a fulcrum and band together in preventing the United States and China to carry out their unilateral agenda in the South China Sea, or SCS. Former Interior Secretary Rafael Rafi Alunan III said on Monday. The chairman of the Philippine Council for Foreign Relations, or PCFR, made the remark during a roundtable interview with the Manila Times led by its chairman Dante Francis Clink Ang II. Retired Colonel Alejandro Flores, lawyer Rafael Morales, and retired General Eduardo Adan, PCFR President, Corporate Secretary, and Trustee respectively, also shared their views on the security and economic issues linked to the conflicting claims in the SCS, or West Philippine Sea. Alunan said the problem in the SCS is mainly about great power rivalry between Washington and Beijing. 28 schools in Metro Manila welcomed back students on Monday for in-person classes after almost 2 years of distance learning. The schools joined the 118 other public and private schools that began in-person classes last November. Department of Education or DepEd Assistant Secretary for Field Operations Malcolm Garma visited the Pasig Elementary School in Pasig City to observe grades 1 and 2 classes. He reminded the students to always wear masks while classes are ongoing. Garma was joined by Pasig Mayor Victor Maria Regis Vico Soto, who assured that the pilot schools in the city are properly ventilated. The local government also provided learners with a cloth mask to use on top of their disposable masks as an additional layer of protection against the virus. The students also have to disinfect their hands and have their temperature checked before they enter their classrooms. With only 2 weeks left before the Christmas break that starts December 20, Garma said pilot schools in Metro Manila have to submit their assessments of in-person classes. Manila Mayor Francisco Isko Moreno Dumagoso on Monday threw his support behind the senatorial candidacy of President Rodrigo Duterte and offered to adopt him as his party's fourth bet for the Senate. During a listening tour in Lapu-Lapu City in Cebu, Dumagoso said he will be grateful, honored, and humbled to include the president in his senatorial lineup. The Manila mayor justified this by pointing out Duterte's many accomplishments, foremost of which is the Build, Build, Build initiative that not only saw the construction and completion of bridges, highways, and other infrastructures, but also generated thousands of jobs for Filipinos amid the pandemic. He likewise praised the president's backing of the 3-day Bayanihan Bakunahan, which enlisted the services of vaccinators from cities like Manila that have already exceeded the target of 70% of its population. He, however, clarified that Aksyon Demokratiko will not adapt bets who are also guest candidates of other parties. Dumagoso said he is extending the offer to Duterte following the decision of Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo to withdraw his presidential bid. Go, however, has yet to go to the Commission on Elections to formalize the withdrawal of his certificate of candidacy. Over the business, debt watcher Fitch Ratings said the Philippines banking system's financial performance is expected to moderately recover next year. In its Fitch Ratings 2022 Outlook Asia-Pacific Emerging Market Banks report released on Monday, Fitch said the sector's outlook is improving. Fitch Ratings said loan growth is expected to grow by 8% in 2022 from the 3% projected growth this year. The projection takes into account a low base effect and a gradual economic recovery. The credit rating agency earlier forecasted the Philippines economy to grow by 6.8% in 2022. In sports, the availability of Filipino NBA prospect Kai Soto for Gilas Pilipinas in the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifiers first window in February next year is still unknown. CJ Bruton, Soto's coach in Adelaide 36ers in Australia's National Basketball League or NBL, said he, the team management, and Soto have yet to discuss the matter. The NBL will be in the middle of its 2021 to 2022 season in February window of the qualifiers. Antonio Contreras and Yen Macabenta are today's front-page columnists. Contreras cautions at when academic institutions undermining academic freedom, while Macabenta talks about leadership standards and principles of the country's national tradition. Today's editorial discusses Russia becoming a new player in the Indo-Pacific theater. Read a full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the Voice of the Times. Business opportunities in Mindanao will be in the spotlight in the Manila Times Virtual Forum. Mindanao, Mind It Now. Today, December 7. Assistant Secretary, Mindanao Development Authority Deputy Executive Director Romeo Montenegro will be one of the speakers at the forum. He will be joined by BDO Network Bank President Jesus Antonio Ichon, Libien Medical Group founder Dr. Edwin Bien, Anflo Group of Companies President Ricardo Florendo Lagdameo, and Elizar Betinol, Senior Manager for Advisory Services of Reyes Tacandong and Company. Broadcast live on the Manila Times Facebook page and YouTube channel and Daily Motion from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The forum will be moderated by the Times Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Dante Kling-Ang II and columnist Ben Kritz. See you there. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram and keep up with the Times. For the Manila Times, this is Paulo Limapi.